It's really easy to put a bullet in someone else's head. It's not hard. You get a gun, you load it. I have no guns. They're all replicas, and magic rocks don't shoot. You can take a gun, shoot somebody in the face. It's not hard. Sometimes it might even be fun. If they're a godless commie and you really hate them, like it feels good, fleshly good to fulfill your flesh. But that's wrong. It's sinful. That's why we don't do it. So this brings up the issue of what does a modern day militia look like? Because if you're like me, you see these godless commies and you're like, I want to shoot them in the face. But because you're like me and you're a law-abiding patriot, you're not going to do that because that's illegal. Or is it?
Well, there's our friend, not our friend, but there's Jarrin Jackson. He's there talking about these godless commies that, of course, you want to shoot them in the face. That's a natural thing to want to do. Shoot other people in the face. But you can't do that only because it's against the law. Maybe, kinda. Yeah, that's kind of normal for these types of folks. But this particular one is running for a seat in the Oklahoma Senate. And his ad where he's pushing this is about as crazy as those first couple clips. Watch this.
With communism, or I should say communism is at war with us. This war is designed to not look like a war. They're coming for our kids. They've destroyed the economy. They've hostaged the government. I'm a Bible-believing Christian. I believe that the gospel of Jesus Christ is the only way to salvation. I also think it's the only way we overcome. I think it's the way that we win. I know it's the way that we win. I'm running for state senate, and on June 28th, I'd like to ask for your vote and for you to unleash me.
Jayar Jackson appears to be running on the platform of I'm looking to kill anyone that doesn't agree with me. And if you agree with me, unleash me to do such things. I mean, what else are we supposed to take from that? From his platform, David. When you say, hey, you'd like to shoot people in the face. I'd like to shoot people in the face too, but I'm a God-fearing Christian, so therefore I don't. It's always the reset button. Hey, I'm a Christian, therefore all those horrible things that I just said that you should do, it's okay because I'm a Christian. When did God start allowing that to happen?
I don't know. When did we start allowing Emily to start weighing in on the show? I mean, I heard her voice and I'm thinking that was actually pretty good. What Emily said in the last few minutes ago. We should ask her. Anyway,
Emily's awesome. That's right.
The voice of God. Well, look at a couple of things here. I would like to shave this guy's beard. Like I would like to find out, is there some sort of bird or worms or stuff that's living in there? Because it's really disgusting to me. And that would probably be against the law. So I can't do it. But I always thought the gospel was all about the meek shall inherit the earth. And this guy's not meek. He's a jerk. He's disgusting and vile on so many levels. Never mind the facial hair. And I suppose we shouldn't be facial hair shaming anybody. Just take what this guy says. He's a lunatic. He's a loose cannon. He's a loser. We don't need any more of them in Congress. I hope the citizens of his district and state to say, no, I don't think so. Shave, buddy.
But you see, this is the thing. Because of people like the Matt Gaetzes and the Gosars and Marjorie Taylor Greens and all these guys in Congress, Cawthorn, who talk about how Cawthorn specifically says this a lot. I don't want to spill the blood of my fellow American, but I will if I have to. I don't think we're going to civil war, but I think we're going to civil war. Like he says this stuff over and over again. He's always going back and forth to this, and then of course it's going to inspire more people like Jackson here, Jarrin Jackson here, to start cutting ads where he's sharpening his knife. What does that mean, bro? This fake badassness that these Republicans like to push as a candidate. So what are you gonna do when you get to the state house, the Capitol, and you're gonna be legislating? Because that's what you're trying to do. You're not there to start sharpening your knife, going, yep. Anybody who crosses me, it's gonna feel it. What kind of campaign is that? It's a campaign of chaos and violence, and they've all been sprouting off ever since they know that's what works, man.
It's also a campaign, I would say, of white supremacists, because that's like so typical for them. Stand in front of the red 4x4 truck, sharpen your cute little pocket knife. You know what? I know some people named Jackson who probably have access to, I don't know, bigger knives, bigger weapons, bigger trucks. And if this Jayar Jackson really wants to sort of show what a man he is and sharpen his, okay, do it someplace where you're not surrounded by a bunch of people with Klan hoods on. Why don't you go out and talk to like some real folks, to some folks in, I don't know, maybe an an urban area, and see what they think of your little stupid game. I don't think it's gonna go over very well.
Well, he's hanging out where he thinks he's accepted, and that's why those corners light has to be shown on them and let them know, no, we're not buying anymore. But Republican Party's accepted him.